So my name is Sharine. I am a Toronto-based music and culture writer. I am also the publisher and founding editor-in-chief of Bashy magazine, which is a quarterly print and digital publication made by and for Jamaica and its diaspora. So I started writing professionally in about 2015. At the time, dancehall was making a resurgence back into the realm of pop music, but that wasn't always, the sound wasn't carried by Jamaican artists. And the editorial work that I saw that was being penned about it weren't by Jamaican writers or Jamaican folks in the diaspora like myself. And I really wanted a way to sort of disrupt that and to sort of provide a particular nuance that I had access to that maybe somebody who wasn't Jamaican didn't have access to. And also just like my own passion and knowledge and like love for dancehall, I really wanted to channel that into something that was constructive. So my very first piece officially was with Noisy, just talking about the co-opting and appropriation of dancehall. Concurrently, I was in school and had recently changed my majors to media studies. So I was beginning to look at media very theoretically, but also later on I was given the opportunity to do media in practice. And I was the editor-in-chief of my campus's publication where we were doing print magazines. So Bashy was sort of like my freelance experience as a writer and my experience as the editor-in-chief of my campus's publication, sort of culminating in one. And just because of my love for passion and sort of unpacking the origins of things and wanting people to know about Jamaica outside of particular moments and keeping Jamaican artists and Jamaican culture sort of like as relevant and keeping it in the daily news, I just continued and had a desire to write more for and about Jamaica, and I never stopped. It's a little bit of it's a little bit interesting to ask about the impact that I think I've had, but I'm hoping that the impact that Bashy magazine is having is to allow folks who may not have access to editorial spaces who want to get into journalism or photojournalism or just like creatives that want to have their work published, is for Bashy to make that a home for folks around the diaspora, around the Jamaican diaspora around the world, and like on the island at home too. I'm hoping that we're able to really stay true to our mission of being like unafraid and bold in telling our truth, and really be an advocate for creative millennials and digital millennials, sort of like what these other publications are doing for pop culture. I really want Bashy to do that for Jamaica and Jamaican culture across the globe. In terms of my writing, I'm hoping that the editorial work that I do like makes a difference or allows people to see or understand aspects of Jamaican identity that like that I can talk about, because I can't talk about everything, but the things that I can talk about, for people to understand it and for people to see it as worth paying attention to and not have it reduced to any stereotypes. So overall, I'm hoping that the impact that I do have is a positive one. And long term, I would really like for Bashy to be a space where we can hire more folks, where we can get more folks around the world to contribute and to really add nuance to what Jamaican identity is. For any person or individual who is looking to start in the world of publishing or writing, my piece of advice would be to just start a blog or using what you have immediate access to create content. Sometimes finances or access to resources or equipment is a little bit difficult, and that's a real thing that people have to navigate. But most of us have Instagram accounts, most of us have Twitter accounts, most of us can create a digital space for ourselves. And I really think that one of the coolest things that we have access to right now is being able to create digital spaces in ways that we weren't before. So all of that is to say, if you want to be a writer, open up a Medium account. Those are free. If you want to be a photographer, Instagram is a really wicked place for you to showcase your work. Or if there are other platforms where communities are built around imagery, then by all means, like, share your work. Get out and do as much as you can until you're finally met with the opportunity where you can purchase equipment or be in the places that you want to be or write about who you want to write about. In a nutshell, just start doing. There's no better time than right now.